Hi, welcome to this week's brief book review. The book we're looking at this week is called The Six Who Came to Dinner by author Anne Youngson. Anne Youngson's first debut novel, Meet Me at the Museum, was very well received, shortlisted for the Costa Best First Novel Award. And this is Anne's third book, and it's a collection of short stories. Now, those of regular viewers of the Brief Book Review channel will know that I'm somewhat reticent about short story compilations because very often they tend to be where an author has started to write a theme for a book and it hasn't quite made the cut. So they knock it out as a selection of short stories. This, however, is different, and helpfully tells us at the back of the book that most of the stories here were used as a submission for a creative writing PhD at Oxford Brookes. So they are written as short stories, and they are short stories. And indeed, they're well written and well constructed short stories. So what are they all about, I hear you say? Well, the first story is the actual title of the book, The Six Who Came to Dinner, and involves a hostess inviting people over who know each other by sight, but not that well. And as the evening progresses, it turns out that all these people have a common thread, and they are in some way involved with an event that took place on a cold, dark, stormy night a while back, of which one of the people involved with that is connected to the hostess. So as the evening goes on, secrets are revealed, and there's a nice little twist at the end of the story where the narrator of the story turns out to have some perhaps more darker intent than we initially thought. So very good story to kick off the book. Second story concerns a lady who acts as a housekeeper to people who have houses in a village that aren't there all week. They just come down at weekends. So she has keys to their houses, she does cleaning for them, she takes in parcels, and she thinks she knows about all of them. That is until she finds a body in the boot of a car after a weekend celebration of an anniversary and a birthday. And she soon finds out that she doesn't know as much as she thinks she does about all these people. Another well-written story and a very enjoyable one. So the first two really good short stories. The third one involves a guy that crashes in a single-seater plane on an island and allegedly stays there for a very long time, and that time is measured in the life of the puffins on the island as his only yardstick for knowing how long he's been there. He's telling this tale to his female barber, and they're not quite sure whether this is a true tale or whether he's being somewhat economical with the actuality. But yet again, a good story. The fourth story is my favourite of the book, and it's called Bill Flood. It's a reimagining of an old Irish poem, and where a guy attempts to kill his young bride by slitting her throat and then hangs himself full of remorse. And it turns out he didn't kill his bride. He used far too blunt an instrument. That story is told from some different perspectives of the people involved with it. And very often you will see that there's lots of subversive behaviour, the people who aren't quite as they seem, and without doubt my favourite of the six stories. So that's the fourth one. The fifth one is a very short story about a lady who lies all the time and decides to change that way of thinking. And the last story is a story where three people are involved in an event, and you see the actual what happened in that event with different perspectives from the three different people. All six of these stories are psychological in description, I guess, because they all look at people's foibles, the fact that everybody has somewhat of a dark side and some keep it hidden more than others. So everybody has eccentricities, and sometimes a lot of people aren't what they seem, or events aren't what they seem. So all in all, very pleased. I really enjoyed them. I read six stories. I read one a day for a week. Very easy read. They're all well constructed. They're well written. I enjoyed the book. So I'd give it 7 out of 10. Definitely worth a read. So that's it for this week's brief book review. 10/10 till we do it again. Thanks for watching. Bye.